This is what happened when I followed this scone recipe exactly. No changes, no shortcuts. This recipe went viral on TikTok. Today I'm testing it properly, step by step, so you know if it actually works. Because a lot of people tried this recipe and the results were very different. I'm following Tobile's method exactly as shown, so we can see where things go right or wrong. Let us start with the ingredients and take this slowly. Please note that on the screen, all ingredients together with their measurements are listed. Now, the first thing I noticed is that this recipe starts off with mixing margarine and sugar, which already makes it different from all common methods of mixing. This method is called creaming. Once you're done, it will give you a cream-like consistency. Don't stress about it, you'll still see your sugar crystals. Now, I'm whisking the eggs and vanilla essence in a separate bowl before adding into the margarine and sugar mixture. Please do not judge me. I am using my fork because I do not have a hand whisk. Hopefully one day I'll be able to buy one and use it appropriately. Please follow the ingredients and the measurements listed on the video. Now this is the part where Tobile uses her hands. Well, she had gloves on, of which I didn't have, and so I continued to use my fork. However, there was a point where I used my bare hand, and oh my, it was the most uncomfortable feeling. I couldn't really get through the ingredients, they were so slimy. This texture is important. You're looking for something that feels and looks like cream. And this is where beginners pay attention. If your scones usually come out hard and dry, the step might be where things go wrong. At this point, everything looks normal. But once we add the dry ingredients, things can go wrong very quickly. Now I'm adding the dry ingredients evenly, just so all ingredients spread out. So far, I'm following the recipe exactly. Well, the real test will be how these bake. Please follow the ingredients as listed on the video. I must say, I didn't do any justice to mixing this dough. Oh, I was so hard on it, but it is what it is. I guess we live and we learn. Although the dough was super soft, it was almost impossible to get it on the counter. And so I sprinkled a bit of flour on my hands and on the counter to get things moving. I think I messed up, but what choice did I have? It just wouldn't let go of my hands. Now, if you're baking these at home, try not to twist the cutter. That helps the scones to rise evenly. The oven. Try to learn your oven, study your oven. Ovens are different and you have to know your oven and just get used to it. Right now, they don't look bad, but they don't look amazing either. Everything depends on the oven now. This is where we'll see if the recipe really works. Okay, this is the moment of truth. And the scones rose to the occasion. Oopsie, I actually twisted my cutter on these ones, hence, they are uneven. Nevertheless, they look golden on top, not to mention that they smell amazing and they feel light. So, visually, this is promising. Let us break one open and check the texture. This is exactly what we're looking for. The inside is soft, not doughy, and not dry. You can see the crumb is light and even. However, I will be giving my review the following day because I want all the ingredients to settle, and besides, any baked goodie eaten directly from the oven tastes good, and so I needed to give my scones time to cool off. It is the day after the baking of the scones. I kept them in an airtight container. As I opened the container, the scones smell so amazing. I've tasted my scones and I will be reviewing the taste, texture, and ease for beginners. They taste good. The sugar is just the right amount. Although I can taste the eggs, and eggs can be overpowering. I would actually reduce the eggs if I were to bake them again. The texture. The softness is not to my liking. However, they are not as hard as I had anticipated, given the way in which I handled my dough. My brother said my scones are madombolo, like I am so hurt. Anyway, on a scale of 1 to 5, I would give this recipe a 3. It is not easy or difficult to bake. I suggest that you have 2 separate bowls for dry and wet ingredients and pour your wet into your dry ingredients. That way you have control of your ingredients. It is better to add the wet mixture gradually. That way you won't have to fight your dough like I did. Now, would I bake this again? No, I wouldn't. Especially one, the part where you roll the dough on the counter. Two, the method gives you less control of the ingredients and how they come together. And three, the eggs were overbearing. Nevertheless, if you enjoyed this video, do like, subscribe, and comment which viral scone recipe I should test next. Bye for now.